Welcome, all you fans of the jazz guitars. I gotta preface this video with a couple of things. First of all, that's them's people, is paying me to make this video. It's important to say because it's the law. I have to. Also, it underlines what's wrong with these people. Why would they send me jazz guitars? What the crap do I know about jazz? Well, maybe one or two little things more than other YouTubers, but definitely not enough to review jazz guitars. but I am. So here we are. Thank you, Ibanez. And yeah, that's the other thing I need to say. I do not play jazz. Did I go to Berkeley? Yes. Did I graduate with honors? Yes. Does it mean that I know how to play jazz? No. I can arrange for big band. I know the theory, all that. Can I do the shredly, middlies, and squiddlies in jazz? No, I cannot. I never cared about that. I grew up with Bon Jovi. Here we go. I wear black rubber ducks. Come on, jazz? No. So we're gonna fake it. Hopefully I can give you jazz guys enough information about these guitars that will still convince you to buy or not buy them. So we are looking at two of them. I have cheat sheets here. The BS, no, the AS. The AS2000 BS, which stands for Brown Sunburst, and the AF, right there. So I'm going to go and say that that is correct, that this is a semi-hollow. So why not call it the ASH? I don't know. Semi-full AS. Maybe the S stands for semi and the AF stands for full hollow. I don't know. So this is a semi-hollow with a sustain block in the middle. It's a beautiful guitar. Both of them are beautiful guitars. Is this a 335 kind of a guitar for the blue sky? Given that it comes with 13th, I'm going to say maybe not. I think they're aimed at jazz, both of them. Oh, the other thing is, why buy a jazz guitar for Ibanez? Well, because Ibanez has a huge reputation in jazz. The Metheny man, Pat Metheny, has his own signature model. I'd love to check that one out and play badly on it. His Schofield played something like this. I don't know if it was, it looked like that. Schofield, he knows jazz. George Benson, I think, played Ibanez for years. So Ibanez has a huge history in jazz guitars. It's interesting because they serve all these like super mega heavy, 7-stringy kind of djenty people, and then the jazz guys. And some people in between, now with the AZ line. Haha. This is the AS. Pickups, I think they're probably, are they the same? Yes, they're the same on both. Super 58, I don't know what that means. Is it an Ibanez Super 58? Is it I don't know pickups. You tell me. Is that Seymour Duncan? I don't know. It's a Super 58. Both positions. Interestingly, there's a 3-piece S-Tech neck made out of mahogany and roasted maple. So I think the roasted maple part is what's S-Techy. And S-Tech is some kind of, I don't know, technology they're doing to it, to the roasted maple, to make it even more stable. So since this has a middle piece out of S-Tech treated maple, let's see in this camera here, right there, you can clearly see the middle piece. This should be a very stable neck that doesn't really warp in different climates and different conditions. You can see right there, there's a beautiful volute on it. Can you see it? Right there. That's a really thicker piece right there. So neck breakage shouldn't, or headstock breakage shouldn't be an issue. I love these tuners, which are Gotos, with these really nice swooshy plushy heads on him. I mean, they're swooshy plushy is a word for they're nicely ergonomically shaped. These are just beautiful tuners. I am not a huge fan, I gotta say, of this sunburst teardrop thing. It's like, it's very black here. I'm not a big sunbursty fan anyway, but that's just too much black. For me, I don't know. But then the neck also sunburst. Well, I mean, black, and then no black. It's just not my thing. But I also would take this off. I'm not a floating pickguard fan, but this is all just not my thing. You leave it on there because you like sunburst and gold hardware and all that stuff. We have, let's see what the nut is. Bone. I'm gonna call almost bullshit on that, because that's a very white bone. Ibanez, please statement. What bone is that white? I don't know, but apparently it's bone. That's what they're saying. Bridges, the Goto 510BN, and Goto machine heads, gold, blah, blah, blah. 2-volume, 2-tone, 3-position switch. And then there's this little tri-position switch, and that's really all they tell me, tri-sound switch, only for the neck pickup. I don't know what that does. In the very back, it's full humbucker. Okay, we got a bound ebony. The fretboard does look a little bit thinner if we look at the binding. I'm not the biggest fan that the dots actually end up in the black strip of the binding. I mean, see, the dots are kind of like gracing that little strip from the binding. It's a detail that really doesn't matter in any way, but I think they should be free-floating in the binding and not hitting that strip. Okay, moving on. Hey, got a bitch about stuff here. Medium frets, 305 millimeter fretboard radius. It's an ebony fretboard. 628 millimeter scale. Comes in a really nice hardshell case, as you can see in the little clip that I'm showing you here. Really neat. It's super well protected. MSRP for this is $23.99, so you're probably looking at about 2,200 euro, including hardshell case, everything. That's good. So, we're gonna look at the other one in a sec. What I do not like on this is that this switch is black. That's stupid. Last year I bitched about that little piece of metal that is on that washer. Can you see that little piece of metal sticking out there? This washer just isn't made for guitars, but they still put it on there. Instead of just finding another washer to put on there. Also, the whole hardware is gold, and then that switch is black. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe try looking for a golden switch. Also, what's with that really ugly rubber around the 3-position switch? It's a piece of white rubber. That makes no sense to me. I think that's ugly. I also don't like guitars where the plug is on top. But that's, of course, typical for that style of guitar. And we're going to get you some sounds. I'm getting you the sounds from the Revv Generator 740 because it's got a thicker clean than the Fender. I'm going to show you the Fender on the neck pickup. So that feels a little bit on the lean side. So if I go to the Revv Generator 740 on the clean channel, it's more to my liking for le jazz. So we're on the neck pickup here. Oh, flatline rule! Don't do that! I'm literally just estimating here. I don't know jazz. Except the Joe Path Jazz Blues, which I learned 20-something years ago. That's a nice round tone. Ha! So what does this switch do? it gets thinner. Nice and wiry, almost acousticy in the middle. Maybe single coily there. That's where it's at, if you ask me. I don't know. That's a beautiful song. In the middle position. Does it do anything in this position? Oh, in the middle position, of course, it does something to this one as well. Get a little bit of overdrive with this guitar that possibly makes sense from the gunshot here from JHS. I like it. '13th. I had to. I like it. I mean, especially the action is ridiculous. Playability is absolutely beautiful. Something jazz. Damn, practice. I like it. So one thing we do with this is something you shouldn't do with it. We'll go into the Revv Generator 100p. Because you wouldn't do that, ever. Holy crap, that sound is absolutely massive. Is this a good metal axe? I'm gonna say yes. That's ridiculous. Obviously don't do that, but you can. Tuners work beautiful. It's a great guitar. If you're looking for a well-built jazz box that can do gainy stuff, because I think this is really, really nice. Those are good sounds. Hey, the AS something 200 Ibanez. So we're gonna change gears here. This is now even more jazzy. This is the AF200. Let's see what's different. Well, first of all, it's full hollow body. It's much thicker. AF Artstar set neck. Same 3-piece mahogany neck with the stripe of S-Tech treated maple in the middle. Polyester bound ebony, medium fret, prestige threaded treatment, acrylic and abalone blocks. Beautiful. Oh, we didn't talk about the inlays. Aren't they gorgeous? I think they're kind of neat. What it has to have. Oh, we didn't talk about woods. This is Fichte. Fir? I don't even know what that is. Cheap ass wood. The other guitar has a top made from anigre, whatever that is. And the sides and the back are also anigre. I don't know. This has a fir top and then anigre with binding and anigre in the back. So that's what anigre looks like. There you go. The tailpiece is the AF Special, and that of course is really cool. On the side right here, goes around the corner. Then it turns into, I'm gonna say that's rosewood. It doesn't say that, but it's got a brass insert here to hold the Dario strings. So there's a brass insert. It's of course a floating tailpiece, as a jazz box should have. We've got 2 volume, 2 tone. We've got a traditional jazzy kind of wooden bridge that probably just sits on the top, being pressed down by the strings. Same machine heads. Comes with 11s and they're flat wounds, which I've rarely played in my life. Similar beautiful hard shell case. It's a little bit thicker than the other one. You can see that again here when I unbox it. So that's it. It says bone nut. That looks like bone. Okay. It's a beautiful instrument with the volute right here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And a couple of beautiful things I did, like this stripe, which makes it more stable in different weather conditions. Again, it wouldn't be primarily the guitar that I would pick, but the details are very nice. There's a rubber ring around this one as well. I don't know what it's for, but there is one. Whatever that was. So we're getting some sounds out of these 11s with... Let's get some acoustic sounds. That's what it sounds like in the room. And we tune. Let's go into the Deluxe Reverb just for a second. Because it's luckily a combination that people use. That's something that I see jazz people do. Back into the Revv Gen 7.4. Beautiful round sound. Ah! Let's do this Joe Passy thing if I can pull it off. Ah! If you play it badly, just play it faster, then it's good. playing jazz chords. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sounds nice. In the middle. Yeah, I'm thinking for most jazz players, middle and back position will be, you know, occasionally. But this is where it's at. I put a little bit of the JHS double barrel on there. Let's see how she flies with a little bit of drive. And the Mako delay. You know, jazz. I really like it with that little bit of drive. She sings! Yeah, and then there's knobs to do stuff with. I like playing this. If I played jazz, I'd be very, very much okay with this. I like the sounds. The sounds instantly push me to this area where I want to do certain things that I usually wouldn't do. The strings, the flat wounds, immediately push me to do things that I usually wouldn't do. And that's what I expect a guitar to do. I don't expect a guitar to bend to my will. I don't expect a guitar to have the radius and the neck thickness and the number of frets and the Floyd and that I want it to have, because I like a guitar to do stuff to me. I know some of you are different. You want a guitar exactly to your liking so you can play the thing that you want to play. But I play so many different styles that I like the guitar to dictate to me what it wants me to do. And that's what I love about these things. This makes me play a little bit jazzy, a little bit more bluesy. this makes me this makes me think the tone of the note, the quality of the note, it makes me think chords, it makes jazz, it makes me want to play jazz, even I can't. If I owned this and I had the time, I would put this on my lap and actually practice. I would open the real book and, you know, learn more songs than Autumn Leaves and also All of Me. I never got past the A's. But that's me. I do many things, and none of them are jazz. I like these things. They come in a beautiful case. They have, these tuners are just to die for in terms of the design. They feel good. They are modern versions of what a jazz guitar should be with the S-Tech treatment. Everything about them. I can't fault them except the black thing here and the stupid rubber thing there. I'm not the biggest fan of all the blackness, but you probably can get them in all natural as well. I get rid of this immediately, but then you have holes in the top, so I don't know why companies do that. But this is all me. That's not the guitar, okay? It's not a criticism. It's literally all I can find. I enjoyed playing these. And I know Ibanez is paying me for this video for a reason that nobody knows, but I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying that because I literally enjoy playing these. I'll put links below if I can find them, but these are already linked in the interwebs. Thank you, Leslie, for switching this. Thank you, Ibanez, for commissioning this video. Thank you for sitting through it for some reason. And thanks to Animals that are now at the end.